Top 5 Spanish Colonizers. Watch to the end for a bonus fact. 5. Juan Ponce de León. Ponce de León was a Spanish explorer who is best known for his expeditions to Florida in the early 16th century. He was believed to be searching for the Fountain of Youth, was the first European to explore the area and is credited with giving it its name. He was the first governor of Puerto Rico and was known for mistreatment of indigenous people he encountered, including enslavement and forced labor. 4. Ferdinand Magellan. Magellan was a Portuguese navigator who made his famous voyage under the Spanish flag. He led the first circumnavigation of the world and discovered a passage around the southern tip of South America, now known as the Strait of Magellan. Magellan was killed in a battle in the Philippines, leaving Juan Sebastián Elcano to lead the remaining crew back to Spain. 3. Francisco Pizarro. Pizarro was another Spanish conquistador who led the expedition that conquered the Inca Empire in Peru and established Spanish rule over much of South America. His soldiers destroyed Inca cities and temples, massacred civilians, and stole large amounts of gold and other treasures. After taking the Inca Emperor Atahualpa hostage, and despite the enormous ransom paid by the Inca people, Pizarro had Atahualpa executed by strangulation in 1533. 2. Hernan Cortez. Cortez was a Spanish conquistador who led the expedition that conquered the Aztec Empire in Mexico in the early 16th century. His expeditions led to the Spanish colonization of Mexico and the establishment of the Viceroyalty of New Spain. Cortez famously burned his own ships after arriving in Mexico, a bold move that left his men with no choice but to push forward and continue with his conquest of the Aztec Empire. 1. Christopher Columbus. Although he was Italian-born, Columbus made his voyages under the Spanish flag and is credited with opening up the Americas to European exploration and colonization in 1492. He made a total of 4 crossings of the Atlantic Ocean between 1492 and 1504 and was shipwrecked off the coast of Jamaica for a year during the last voyage. In 1500, Columbus was accused of mismanaging the colony he had established on Hispaniola, as well as of mistreating both the Spanish settlers and the indigenous Taino people. This led to a brief imprisonment in Spain and confiscation of much of his wealth. Bonus fact: in 1540, a Spanish explorer named Francisco Vázquez de Coronado led an expedition from Mexico into what is now the southwestern United States in search of the mythical 7 cities of gold, which was said to be located somewhere in the region. Despite their efforts, they never found the fabled cities of gold, and the expedition ultimately returned to Mexico without much treasure to show for their journey. Subscribe for more facts.